Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Horler and I'm here with Tim Newens of Midas, and we're at Sibos 2016 in Geneva. Thank you for joining me.
Pleasure.
What role do you see UK regional hubs like Manchester playing in supporting the growth of financial services and fintech sectors?
I think what we're trying to do as a city is actually act as a sort of collaborative base for fintech companies. So whereas as a city we have a strong financial industry, we have a strong digital industry, so there's a natural opportunity for convergence there between those two industries to produce fintech ideas and new technologies. But then as a city what we're trying to do is then come behind that, build an ecosystem that supports those people. And in addition to having a marketplace on the doorstep as well from headquartered banks such as Cooperative Bank, etc., but also major IT hubs of other large retail banks such as Barclays, RBS, and even Bank of America or Merrill Lynch actually, then there's a distinct marketplace on the doorstep as well as that natural support they're getting from the city, but also coupled with a very cost-effective talent base and operational base as well.
In your role with companies looking at their location strategy and business transformation, what do you see as the key challenges and opportunities that they're facing?
I think it really depends on the type of business that we're working with. So if we're working with the major banks, they're obviously looking to improve the digital experience for their customers as best as possible. So they're setting up specific digital banking teams that are very separate to maybe the traditional technology teams that exist within the businesses. So if you look at someone like Barclays, for example, who have about 3,500 people in South Manchester in their financial technology business, they've then spun their digital banking team out of that and actually have them operating separately in a more, if you like, tech-focused environment. So I think both the banks are looking to differentiate internally how they deal with traditional legacy type products and services and then build that new customer experience. I think what we're seeing from the fintech and the sort of technology end and the startup end is really just innovation, from the very base of innovation, if you like, and creation. So, and I think what we're starting to see now is the banks understanding that the true innovation that they need in order to survive, to grow, to thrive, will not necessarily come from internal sources. And therefore, that's where it comes back to this collaboration piece. It's not just about procurement of those new technologies, it's about collaboration. And that's why, going back to the previous question in terms of what can cities do, we're trying to build those facilities, such as in Manchester, the Vault, for example, which is specifically around fintech, to bring the large corporates, the RBS, Barclays, those types of organisations, together with, as I say, the smaller niche fintech organisations like Hello Soda, for example, bring those together in that environment, very informal, to share ideas, collaborate and produce new technologies.
What opportunities does the realisation of the Northern Powerhouse vision potentially create for companies with operations and investment strategies based in regional centres in the UK?
I think you find talent throughout the north, you find fantastic ideas throughout the north as well, and there are a number of these sort of startup hubs across the north as well in technology. So I think the way we can start to pull those hubs together so that, again, those companies are sharing ideas, collaborating, and then we can feed them into the major global corporates as well through centres such as Manchester that maybe have more access to some of those global corporates, then that can start to bring both the ideas, the talent, and pool it together around sort of those centerpieces really, or central places. So I think the North, sort of with a more defined strategy, can link those things together much more effectively, hopefully therefore delivering more innovation into the banking system really.
Tim, thank you very much.
Pleasure, thank you.
Thank you for watching.